Hopefully there's a save
It's weird
point.
that they would let you go to the right. Like, it should just lock off.
Hopefully there's a save point in between everything.
I honestly don't remember.
Wait, can you go to the upper right?
You can't go through the wall.
No? Upper right is off limits? Okay.
Off limits. Limits a pizza.
I like the perspective.
3 fucking minutes. Oh yeah, I think you do have to do them back to back. Because I remember this part fucking sucks. 'Cause I'm pretty sure you can't go to the save room on the way either.
I could have swore there was a way to recharge in between.
There might be a recharge room, but I don't think there's a save point.
Unless you can go back to the save point.
No, because everything locks off if I'm not mistaken.
Always sucks when elevators count as part of your timer.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only go the one way. Okay.
Then which way do I?
To the left.
To the left. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you can go to the recharge room. That's a few seconds. Whoop-de-doo!
It's gonna take some time to recharge.
I think
though.
you
Oh, there you go. Okay.
only need 2 minutes to kill the Metroid. So
If you're good.
we'll say.
Oh, save. You can save. You can save right
Oh,
there.
I guess you can.
Do you want me to say?
Yeah, save.
It's up to you, man.
No, you can't.
Oh, you can't. Well, you gotta go
You have to go
this
this way
anyways.
anyway.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta get back to your ship.
Yeah, left again, then up and left.
No, down.
What?
Down to your right. What the fuck is wrong with you, Paul?
I
You're like,
keep thinking that you gotta go to the upper left.
why?
My bad. I don't know.
You've been thinking that for like the past 20 minutes.
I don't know. Docking bays. Oh, you never went.
There's no point. Now with 2 minutes left.
No, I know.
The little holes in the floor to trip you up.
Yeah, because your ship
Yeah,
locked.
Okay. Oh, that's right. And then the big Troid. Wow.
Oh, that's right. He's the belly, isn't he?
I think he's the mouth, but the face has to, the claw has to move. I actually don't remember. Oh,
Yeah, there it is. Oh my God!
Oh,
that's
no,
right.
that's right. It comes in and
it's
heals
part
you.
of the. It's part of the story.
yeah. Yeah, the SAX comes back and tries.
Doesn't it fuse with me?
I think so. Well, it shows you where the weak point is. For one, it shows it's weak. Yeah.
I hate that this counts.
Oh God! Grab it.
Oh, that's right. Now you're back to like your usual form too. Oh, that's right. It can just stun you.
Can you jump and shoot it?
No.
You have to hit it in the
Oh
belly.
yeah, you do. Yeah. Oh wow.
That is a
Yeah,
cool.
just take the hits. Just
That's a
take the
cool
hits.
fight though.
Yeah.
This is a cool fucking segment.
He's almost dead. Oh please, please just
Yeah.
don't die. Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Ship!
Get over here! I got 40 seconds!
Holy ship!
Holy shit!
There you go.
Wow, dude. That's right. Yeah.
Timer stops.
That's the end. Yep. That's
God, look at that! I beat it all on my own!
Yeah, we
I'm
did.
so special!
100%. That was 100% Kevin. Everybody. Paul had nothing to do with it. In fact,
Nothing.
shouldn't have even.
See,
been
I like that it goes back to the normal colors here.
Oh yeah, it did once you got the SAX thing too. That perfect military mind, the wisdom of Adam Malkovich, continued to serve even after death. Until today, I had no idea that the minds of leaders and scientists
Why do you
were
become-
freakily uploaded to computers.
He said freakly.
My incredible mind beheld the beings of the universe beyond resolve. All right, that's all I got, buddy. Oh man,
Oh,
the
God.
danger we barely averted. They will hold tribunals and investigations. They will hold us responsible. Adam understood this.
He spoke to me in my anger. Do not worry. One of them will understand. One of them must.
Well, and it's one of those things where it's like, okay, consider her like guilty of stuff, but then as soon as shit goes down, you're like, Samus, we need help!
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Which is funny because she's a bounty hunter. Why don't they, like, where's their military?
No. They're Federation force.
They're the Federation force.
They're useless.
Yeah. Hence why they call upon many bounty hunters in Prime 3. So one detail still bothers me. The ship can only be started manually. Yet, before I faced the Omega Metroid, the ship moved on its own, guided by someone's hands. Is it possible? Adam?
Player 1, player 2, player 3.
You wonder how I started the ship? Just think about it.
That's creepy.
They lent me a hand.
The monkeys.
Hobie Day! Oh, the aminals that you rescued earlier.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that like those animals still hold her.
Cute.
Like, yeah.
So cute.
74%. That's my guess.
Really?
74. Quick, make a guess of how much completion you think. You got.
0.
68.
Not
You
even.
think 68? You might as well just say 69. Round it up to a nice even
No,
number.
68.
Kevin, I'm writing these down.
I'll be shocked if it's higher than 72.
Andy 78. Kevin 72. Paul 68.
68.
God damn it, the baker.
68.4.
68.4. Yeah. Wow. What a great fucking game, man.
Yeah, I'm so pumped for Dread, though.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is like the best setup.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad we played this again.
Honestly, this game, I think it is aged very gracefully.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Graphically especially,
It still
yeah.
looks great.
It
The
still
story
looks
is-
better than games that are like coming out now that try to mimic this
Yeah.
style.
The story is fantastic, and I think that they are in a great position to continue this story.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The debug was done by the Super Mario Club.
Fucking Super Mario.
Where's my special thanks?
Yeah, really. Matsumura
Wish
Satoshi.
that you could make these go faster.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Alright.
Rachel.
Rachel
Son of a bitch.
or Rack Hole.
Yeah, I thought that was supposed to be the essay. Yeah, all right. That makes more sense then.
What, the Metroid got out?
Yeah. Because then it makes you wonder that, like, well, obviously all the Metroids weren't on that thing. You know what I mean? If one of them escaped, so good.
Well,
So
it
could
makes...
others.
Yeah, and it's going to make you wonder, because the way it dropped to the planet,
Alright,
Like-
here it is.
how did the X-Parasites survive, and were
Yeah.
there more on other planets, or...
We only see her head, so it's not great.
No.
Otherwise, you'd see her in Zero Suit. Clear time.
6
I think because
hours.
the clear time was
3 hours,
3 hours, 34 minutes. That's not bad.
Your rate for collecting items is 50 fucking 5! Holy shit, you
She doesn't have spikes on the arm!
Wow. I
She's
guess
not Batman!
I guess Price is right. We all overbid.
I should have said 1!
At least I was the closest. It was 68.
Holy fuck!
That was one thing I learned with Super Metroid is that you think you found like just about everything in there, and sure as shit you were at like 58.
We never went back to the other sectors, and there was a bunch of items that to go back to get. I know that much.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of doors we couldn't go through for most of the game.
There was a few areas where like you needed the screw attack, obviously, that we didn't
go back to.
That's the one thing I will say that this Metroid does kind of bad compared to other ones is this one is a very like forced progression until a certain point.
Oh yeah. This was the first one where it's actually like it gives you directives rather than just kind of freely exploring your own.
It was the most linear that Metroid had ever been.
Yeah. It makes me curious how Dread's going to be, if Dread's kind of going to follow in this footstep.
To be quite honest, I wouldn't mind if it followed in this footstep.
Oh hell no, me neither.
I didn't mind the linear like story.
No, I don't mind
progression.
either. It's just it's very linear until you hit a certain point, and then you have the freedom to go to the other sectors and collect stuff. So
Yeah,
but by the time you get the screw attack, you really don't.
it really is just endgame.
Yeah, you don't really think like, oh, let me go back and explore everything. You feel like you have to like.
I'm sure
rush to
most
the end.
people, it's I hit a new color security door. let's go back to these other sectors that...
Yeah.
My thing is, I wish you could scroll through the sectors on your map.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised you couldn't. Which was weird.
I mean, it was Game Boy Advance. So.
But yeah, I suppose at the time, Game Boy Advance... I mean, this game already kind of pushed its limitations, in my opinion.
Yeah.
When did
the Game Boy Advance come out?
Oh, jeez.
2002?
This game came out in 2002.
I want to say it was around this...
That's insane that, like, the system had just come out and they
I might be thinking of the SP. I might be thinking of the SP.
Well, I mean, the Game Boy Color came out in, like, 1988.
So the Advance might have been 2000, 2001, maybe?
Maybe 2001.
2001.
Yeah. So this was very early in its...
March for Japan, June for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was very early in its... Did we ever see that?
What?
That room that they were in.
Well,
probably not.
Here's that triangle jump. That, remember, I asked if there was a triangle jump.
Which really, you could have,
You could have done any
spin
time,
jump.
apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was very early on in
that room. We didn't go back to either.
No,
there were
this
a lot
was
of
very
rooms.
early on in the life cycle of the Game Boy Advance. So I cannot believe like what they were able to put into this game.
Oh yeah,
like it was very well done.
Like to me, Golden Sun pushed the Advance as far as graphics go.
Mm-hmm.
This game also just it looks gorgeous.
Yes, it
like
does.
I am just so. This game it's up there.
Yep.
It's one of my favorite games of all time.
Truly. Oh, definitely.
Especially of this style.
Yeah. Not even just favorite video games on the Game Boy Advance. This is like favorite video games of all time.
Yeah.
Like, that's so good.
Yeah.
This is basically this and Super Metroid is what made like the Metroid series my second favorite series of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically only behind Silent Hill.
Yeah. And I can see that.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So let's dive on into her. What would you give this game for a difficulty?
I would honestly give it like a 5.
I think
it's middle of the road.
There's really nothing over. I mean, they deal a lot of fucking damage at times, but it's honestly just pattern recognition.
Exactly.
For the most part, other than like the SAX at the end.
Well, even
there,
with
where
the
really,
SAX, I got it into a loop where I lost maybe one energy tank. Like that was it.
Yeah, you had a good cycle going.
So I mean, most of the difficult bosses, like they're like pattern based, and you can really kind of exploit that to a certain degree. So nothing is overtly difficult. I don't think they make it very cryptic in order to find where you're supposed to go.
Well,
so at some point,
how many times were you like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, but we're also really stupid too.
That's fair enough.
So, but I would say honestly, like, there's nothing overtly difficult in this game.
I would. So
I would say middle of the road for sure.
I'd probably go more towards 6, just because they diagonal dash.
I was gonna say 6 as well.
Just because of the amount of damage they do.
You really, if you think about it, even with
all the tank upgrades, look how fast basic enemies chew through your health.
That was true.
Much faster than any of the other Metroids.
And you didn't want to pick up the damn. You didn't want to pick up the damn energy tank.
Hey, it would have been fine.
Well, not only that, but it's the fact that this is the only one, obviously, that where once you beat the boss, you still have to fight something.
Yeah.
So it's like the threat's not over just because you took the boss out.
Yeah, exactly.
Which adds that extra layer of fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I would lean a little bit higher to a 6. I think a low 6.
No, I'll agree with you just on that.
Yeah.
On that scale.
All right. So what would you give the game for fun?
9.
At least a 9.
Yeah. 9.
This would be one where I would almost I would be almost borderline to give it a 10, but it's at least a 9.
I would say 9.
It's at least a 9.
I'd say the only thing that keeps it from being a 10 would be.
I honestly don't know.
I was gonna say controls, but
no,
the controls are only bad on this controller.
Yeah, they're bad on a GameCube, but
they
really,
were great on the Game Boy Advance itself.
I never had a problem with it, and to be quite honest, now thinking about it, I mean,
it's the controller.
Fantastic story. They actually added survival horror elements with the SAX,
which
and the introduction of that. The music was phenomenal on this game. The variety you get for being a Game Boy Advance title, I mean, it was so good that it ended up becoming Metroid 4. It was a main series game.
Well, not only that, but you have so many enemies that, like, once you pass a certain point, they start changing into other enemies, which is cool. Just the attention to little details. like we had mentioned before, the frozen X parasites that freeze you for a long time, and then once you get that upgrade, they learn. That is something that honestly you very, very seldom ever see in games.
The only thing that I could see maybe giving it a lower score is just the fact that this game really makes you feel more like there are certain points where it almost feels like fetch quests. Because of the fact where it is
more linear,
but it's like you go from Sector 1 to Sector 5 to Sector 6 and all the above, and then it's like, oh, go back to Sector 6. I think there's something you missed there. So, I mean, it really just telegraphs everything you have to do.
Which is
it's not bad. But it holds your hand.
Yes.
Like, throughout the duration of the game.
But I kind of like that aspect of the fact that new routes open based on like the SAX blowing up a door, so it reroutes you to a different area within the same sector. So it's very intuitive in how it replays these sectors.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. It's not just go back through this sector again. It's like now I have to go through a whole nother subsector of the same thing.
Yeah, because you've unlocked something. So it's basically a Metroidvania.
Yeah. The only thing I could think of is maybe it feels a tad claustrophobic. If that makes sense compared to other Metroids.
Yeah, it is very narrow in scope.
A little bit.
Very narrow. Like, even just the rooms in general are very... It's very windy. They're small things. Like, there's never open areas that you explore. Very seldom.
Not many of them.
No, so maybe in that sense, I could see it compared to, like, its predecessors. But, honestly, it's kind of a nice change.
Yeah.
So I'm actually all right with it. I'm willing to say 10.
Honestly,
actually.
I'm honestly thinking this game, like, it does come as, if it's not, it comes as close to a 10 as you could possibly get. This game to me was perfection.
Yeah,
it really was.
I would say so.
And honestly, I think what would probably push me over the edge is that everybody thinks very fondly about Super Metroid as like the best of the Metroid series, and to me, the first time I had ever played Metroid Fusion, I said I think I might be guilty of sacrilege because I liked Metroid Fusion better than Super Metroid.
Yeah.
And so honestly, I would say
I definitely like Fusion more than Super.
We'll give it a 10.
I also like Super. We talked about this in one of the episodes. I'm pretty sure it's just like controls for like the Super Metroid game, especially like the grapple beam, just they always felt off to me.
It was clunky.
So
I'm glad that you didn't have the grapple beam in this one.
Yeah, I'm glad too.
Yeah.
Holy
how do you dash diagonally?
So when you're dashing and you hit down, you'll do you'll charge it, and then you have to hit diagonal and the jump button at the exact same time.
Okay.
And it is a pain in the ass because more often than not, you're gonna dash either left or up.
Sure.
That was one thing. Like, honestly, of all the Metroid powers, I think the speed boost to me was the lamest. I always found the speed boost kind of stupid.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I've never liked that it had a charge time. I've never liked that it had... I don't know. It just, to me, the speed boost just felt stupid.
Yeah.
But that's just me. All right, so that's a 5 or 6. What did we say? 6. 6 for difficulty. A 10 for fun. Resounding 10.
Yeah, this was good.
What did you pay for Metroid Fusion, Paul?
So Metroid Fusion, I bought this game a while back on eBay. I paid $32 for it complete. Like with the box, the game, everything, instruction booklet. Yeah, and the box was in really great shape too.
I want to say I got this game new.
So you paid about $30 then, $29.99.
I thought it was 40.
What?
I thought it was $39.99.
It was either 40 or 50.
Were Game Boy Advance games $39.99?
Yeah, sure.
I honestly think that they were $29.99.
I really don't know. I truly don't remember. All I remember is we bought this game new.
Okay.
But currently, as of this video on PriceCharting.com, $75
for just the
cartridge.
Wow.
Honestly,
I think
weirdly enough, Game Boy Advance games are starting to jump.
I think the secret's out is that everybody knows just how good this game is, and I think the price is starting to reflect
not
that.
just this, but a lot of Advance games are.
Yeah.
Like Harmony of Dissonance, Aria of Sorrow, Circle of the Moon, they're all skyrocketing in price lately.
Yeah.
So, but yes, $75.
Wow.
Do you think it's worth it?
To be quite honest, it's expensive.
I don't know of another way to play it.
Yeah, I don't. There is no other.
Was it on the eShop on the 3DS?
No.
Although it wouldn't matter anyway.
It wouldn't be. Anything. No, you could. They didn't have any Game Boy Advance games that were on the eShop for the 3DS.
I got it as part of the Ambassador program.
Maybe if it. No.
Because I have it on my 3DS.
How do you have it on the 3DS?
Because the Ambassador program, if you bought the 3DS...
If I bought a brand new 3DS, like at launch, when they first came out, it was... God, how expensive was it? $350?
Yeah, but they gave you a whole bunch of games that
they
couldn't
did
get
a price drop, I want to say almost not even 6 months later of the 3DS.
And then
down
they had to make up for the difference. Yeah,
their theory of making it up to you is they gave you, like, 10 games free. And they call this part of the Ambassador program. I got this. I got Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. I got a few Nintendo games, a few other...
Yeah, I remember Donkey Kong was
Minish
one of them.
Cap was one of them. Donkey Kong was one. I got a whole bunch of, like, advanced games to download for
I didn't
free.
realize, because, the advanced games, I don't think they were ever on the eStore.
I don't believe they were.
Yeah.
At least
not until they got to the new 3DS.
Yeah.
But still, I don't think it was. But
yeah, I'd have to go back in to look to see specifically what games they were. But
to be quite honest, this is one of those cases where I would say that is a little bit pricey. But honestly, I think it's worth it. I think if you are into the Metroid series, this game is vital. You have to play this game. It's so good. It is such a great connecting point between Super Metroid and the soon-to-be released Metroid Dread that I think, honestly, you will definitely get your money's worth for it.
I think so, too.
So, yeah.
Game prices will range from $29.99 to $39.99, slightly higher for the average price for the Game Boy Color. Library is planning on having as many as 60 titles available by purchase for the end of this year.
And this was the article...
when they launched the Game Boy Advance.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So it was between $29.99
Yeah, it was somewhere between 30 and 40.
This probably being one of their flagship titles. Yeah, it was probably closer to that 40 mark.
Yeah, I would say so. Mm-hmm. Especially their, Nintendo-specific AAA, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would definitely say it's worth it as well.
Oh, yeah,
it's definitely an experience worth having. If you enjoy this style of game, if you enjoy Metroid, this is one you should definitely have played.
Yeah.
Because it's fantastic through and through.
It is. It's, oh god, the environments are great. The graphics were just absolutely astounding.
Top notch.
The music was great. Like I said before, I love the fact that they introduced that element of survival horror because of the SAS constantly
hounding you,
stalking you,
and just seeing its damage in the environment.
Yeah,
it truly gave you that sense of, no pun intended,
of dread.
Yeah,
it sure did.
Yeah,
it sure did. So
I'm really hoping that with the release of Dread, it kind of gives Metroid a renaissance, and we start to see more of Samus and just this franchise in general. Even if it's a revival of the 2D side-scrolling Metroids.
And the big thing is, with Dread, it's supposed to be the end of the story, so...
Of this particular story.
They're opening up an entire world of games they could do with Metroid now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Now, the question is whether or not they'll keep the name Metroid, because the story of the Metroids is supposed to be over.
Well, technically, the Primes had nothing to do with Metroids.
I think they showed up in there.
There was a Metroid of sorts, but it had to do with the space pirates.
Well, even if they're not the main focus, they always show up. But if they're going to be gone by the end of Dread,
they could allude to the Metroids,
maybe.
But I mean, they could still. I mean, it's it is what it is.
Yeah.
But like I said, the Prime games really had nothing to do with Metroids in general. It was more that, but. True. Yeah, I could see them definitely. They need to start milking this franchise.
I wish they would. I wish they would.
Me too. It's so underutilized, and I hope it catches back.
It
never really did to begin with, I guess.
I want to say that the Metroid series is a highly underrated one, but it's oddly, it's not, because for the fan base that it caters to, I think overall they know how good it is and love it, so I don't think that it's underappreciated or underutilized or underrated.
It's such an enigma.
But it's so it's just not as big sales wise as like the Marios or the Zeldas, and I don't understand why, because everybody knows this IP.
I will say it's not obscure enough to be a cult following.
No, it's not.
But it's not a blockbuster.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
No,
like
it truly
it's unfathomable as to why this series hasn't turned profits the way it should.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't either.
So,
well, I suppose that'll do it for our Metroid Fusion. Why? Sorry.
Why?
We were watching the demos here, and she was spin jumping without the screw attack, but going through. When you hold the charge beam?
When you get the charge beam, weaker enemies can be killed by it.
And you just never did that? You just chose to jump into them?
It doesn't always work.
No, I just don't think you've ever done it. Anyway, that'll do it for Metroid Fusion.
Yes, it will. So hit us up on Facebook.
Hit us up on Twitter.
Check out PowerTripGaming.tv. It'll take you right to our channel, where you can watch all of our other playthroughs.
That's right. Side quest or not, we're plowing through the NES collection. Whew! It's kind of slow going lately because we've been doing a lot of sessions of other things.
It is.
But
we're getting there.
We'll be right back to it.
Yes, we will.
You can hit us, if you don't want to contact us on social media, shoot us an email at nespowertrip@gmail.com.
You can also listen to our podcast or Powercast, whatever you want to call it, but we are on iTunes, Stitcher, and on Spotify.
That's right. Listen to us talk about things and be cheeky with one another.
Sure.
Kevin,
Bastard.
Thank you for embarrassing yourself very thoroughly.
Yes, you
Still
did.
not as bad as him with Resident Evil 4.
Oh, it's been rough.
Wrong. I didn't ask for help at any point.
We haven't gotten to the parts where he needs to ask for help yet.
I at least beat my game.
Sick! Next time on Power Trip!
We'll play something better.
Maybe we'll return to RE4 so you can further embarrass
Sure,
yourself.
we won't. You guys don't want to.
we won't.
We won't. You guys don't want to see that.
I could embarrass myself and play one of the newer REs.
That would be funny.
Ka-ching!